Welcome to another edition of Hello World with your girl Joy from Be the Difference. Um, Thank you guys for joining me. As always, I am so happy to have you here. I'm so happy that you are hanging out with me. I'm so happy that you made it to another beautiful day. Um, no matter how difficult any day may be or how challenging any day may be, we are and should be thankful for this beautiful day and the ability to be alive. So, yes, I'm glad to be here. I'm a little tired, but it still doesn't negate the fact that I am here and that there's always something to be thankful for. I'm thankful for you guys. Yes, I am. So, how was your day, everyone? Talk to me. Leave a comment below in the description. Let me know how your day was, how your holiday weekend went. I love to know about all of the festivities that you may have been involved in, um, just everything. I definitely am excited to hear that. And, you know, then we can move on. Just give me 1 second, okay, guys? So, so yes, give me 1 second. So, yes. Um, I am thankful to be here. I'm thankful that we had this extra day off. And the topic is about snacking. Yes. One of my all time favorite things to do, I guess. It's probably a bad thing, but I don't know. The more I try to deny myself of a snack, the more it seems like my brain is saying, go get a snack, go get a snack, go get a snack, go get a snack. Right? And when it does that to me, I'm just like, okay, I'll get a snack. I don't want you to feel alone. I'll get a snack for you. So, yes, guys, I mean, I'm silly. I like to be silly. So, life is too serious as it is, and there's nothing wrong with being silly. And just again, I'm thankful that you guys are here. Remember to like, subscribe, share, and turn on your notification bell so you know when I'm on. And as always, I am here every single night between 7 and 9, which means like I start between those hours. If you don't catch me here by 9 o'clock, more than likely I might not be on. But in any event, I'm thankful that you guys give me a little bit of your time in the day to just chat. It's even amazing and more uh, exciting when you chat with me, but I am going to get right into it because I don't think I'm going to be on that long tonight. I'm tired and I'm not feeling 100%. So today, I took, see, I don't sleep in often. I usually wake up very early every single day. And so I didn't have to wake up early on Saturday, although that was my gym day. And I didn't go to the gym. I actually haven't been to the gym since last Monday, and I'm like in deep gym withdrawal. And I think that's probably why I'm not feeling too good because I haven't been to the gym. I don't know. You guys comment below. Let me know if that ever happens to you. If you are an avid gym um, person, if or even like if you do something on a routine, regular basis, that when you stop doing it for a short period of time, it kind of throws your whole game off. So yes, um, I went on Saturday. I did not go to the gym, and I just hung out instead. And then on today, I'm sure the gym was open, but I didn't feel like getting up to go. And so I didn't go. And of course, I'm always upset when I don't go. Um, I like the people there and I like to harass everybody, make, bother them, talk to them. So yeah, I kind of miss them. So I definitely will be at the gym tomorrow. Um, and my hair is still falling right, but it's going to have to go somewhere because I haven't worked out hard in about a week. So I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to lift a weight. Yes, I'm afraid that I won't be able to lift a 10-pound weight, and I certainly might not be able to run on the treadmill. A lot can happen in a week. My tummy is so heavy. I feel it. It's jiggling. I don't like that. So I definitely need to go and run it out, stretch it out, and, do whatever I normally do so I can feel good again. And of course, because I like to harass people. This is just plain water, no alkaline in it or anything. So let me tell you what happened to me today. Big mistake that I made. So I started taking vitamin A and started back my vitamin D. I haven't taken my vitamin D in almost 2 weeks. So like I noticed that there's some changes that have been going on in my body. So I was like, oh, let me start taking my vitamin D again. And I also started taking zinc. So today I took it last night, but I had a full meal and I took them all of them last night. The recommended dosage is 1 pill per thing. And you know me, I don't do anything that's truly traditional or recommended. So, yes. Don't judge me. But I went ahead. I took 3 vitamin D, which is fine because vitamin D does not do anything to you. At least not to me, because that's what I normally used to do. I took 3 vitamin D, 2 vitamin A, and 2 zinc all at one time. The bad part about it is I really didn't eat anything. I ate a peach and I was like, okay, the peach should be good enough. No, ma'am. Or sir. No. So I said, oh, maybe that's not enough. So I ate some chips and I was like, okay, that should definitely be enough because that's kind of like bread. It absorbs stuff. Um, guys, let me tell you, I had to meet up with a friend today around 12:30 and I almost didn't make it. So I threw up. Yes, I threw up. And I'm gonna go into what happened. So when I threw up, instead of aiming for the toilet bowl, I threw up in the sink. Now, this right here tells me that this whole single life is done. Yes, you will no longer see me single. I'm giving myself into July, August, and that's it. I will not be single anymore. So I had to clean up my own throw up. Yuck. Usually I make it to the toilet bowl, but it was in the sink, so I had to clean it up myself. So that was so disgusting. One, I will never take two vitamin A or 2 zinc ever again. Even on a full stomach, I won't do it. I think that is just too much for my body, and I ended up hurting myself. So I will never do that again. And I will just go back to doing 1 pill, 1 vitamin a day. I'm still going to do my 3 vitamin D because that's fine. It's been working for me all these years and I've been fine. But you can absolutely OD on something that's good if you abuse it. Boom. Take that, feed on it, feast it, learn from my mistake, never do it again. And 2, that just reminds me, like, man, if I had somebody here to help clean me, maybe they would have cleaned up my mess for me. Like, I don't like throw up, and I definitely don't want to clean up my own, but I had to. Ew. That was so disgusting, guys. I traumatized my own self. So anyway, fast forward, I end up meeting my friend. I'm still feeling a little nauseous. Not like real nauseous, but just feeling like not myself, like the head pressure. That's all I can say. Maybe I had head pressure. So we ended up going out to eat. And I was like, man, I hope this food comes fast because I need to eat something in order to make this nausea go away or however this feeling is. Because remember, I only had a peach. Well, that was gone. And so were the chips. So we're working on nothing right now. So I had soup, I had ramen. So I had that. And it was the vegan one. So it was basically vegetable broth, spinach, bok choy, and some cabbage. And so, like, getting that down was kind of hard because, hey, Sandra, welcome to Hello World. I'm just letting you guys know what not to do when taking vitamins. When you're talking to someone like me, I'm the extremist. And after today, that just put me down in my place. And I'm like, okay, I will never again abuse the privilege of taking vitamins. Sandra, I took 2 vitamin A and 2 zinc. Thank you. I took 2 vitamin A and 2 zinc when we're only supposed to take 1 with a meal for both. hmm And needless to say, it wasn't a good idea. And even now, I think it's bothering me too, because I have a slight tinge of a headache in the back of my scalp. Ugh, girl, well, don't try it. Trust me. Unless you eat a lot of food, I don't think the vitamin A probably would not have done it, but the zinc for sure. That thing is powerful. So unless you have had like a bushel of meat, chicken, something before and ate it like an hour before, and then maybe you might want to take the zinc, 2 of them, but I'm good. I learned my lesson finally. Because usually with vitamins, I never take the recommended dosage because I'm like, that one little thing, that really doesn't do much. So let me take more. Maybe I'll get to what I need to faster. I don't know. That's just me. So, yes. So then somebody wanted me to notarize some documents. I am a notary. Yes, guys, I am a notary. You go, girl. More power to you. You should see the lunch that I just made. I sautéed 2 cloves of garlic, half an onion, a white onion, um, I would say half a red cabbage. I put 1 little piece of fish in there. I usually don't eat fish, but I just figured let me put some fish in there just to give it some girth. And what else did I put in there? I put some garlic salt, some red pepper flakes, and some chopped spinach, and a potato, a white potato, like a small white potato. So that's going to be my lunch for tomorrow. And I sampled it. Oh, and I had to put my sazon in there. Yes, I put some sazon just to give that extra flavor. So yes, I had that. That's going to be my lunch for tomorrow. And I mixed all of that together and boom, boom, boom. So yeah. Oh, so fast forward. So I went to go notarize a document for a friend of mine. And I was even noticing I was acting funny myself because I was like, oh no, you don't have to get in the car. I'll just come out to you. So I was standing outside of the car. I notarized the documents. And as she was talking to me, I started getting that sizzling in your head. I don't know if anyone has ever has anyone has ever passed out before, but I have like twice in my life. And so I was leaning on my car, pretty much trying to hold on to the windows. And so I'm like this to the point where I'm just like this leaning. I'm like, this girl don't notice that I'm like leaning on the window, much less leaning on my car because like I'm gonna scratch my car. And I feel like just leaning on it on itself is gonna scratch my car. So I'm like literally like this. And then I couldn't take it anymore. So I said, you know what? I was like, look, I'm about to fall out right now. I was like, do you have a bottle of water? She was like, no. I was like, okay. She's like, what's wrong? I said, I'm about to fall out. Like literally, I'm gonna fall out. So I was like, I went around to the driver's side of the car. I got into the car. She was like, Joy, you want me to get you some water? I normally would say no, but I was like, yeah. So she got me a bottle of water. And let me tell you, oh, and mind you, when I was eating out, I had put so much hot sauce and chili pepper, and I only drank like this much water for the day. So mind you, I had already thrown up and I drank soup that probably was filled with sodium, and I didn't fill myself up with water. So that's probably why I was going to pass out. And so once I drank that water, oh, I felt like the lights came back on. I felt amazing again. I was like, wow, I feel like I'm alive. So listen to your body, guys. Don't abuse it. And I definitely abused it today. So, yes, I have my cookie. It's not the healthiest thing, and I'm going to eat my cookie because I deserve it. I had a rough day. I did. As far as, you know, between throwing up and almost passing out and barely standing straight, I deserve a cookie or two, maybe three or four. But that's it. Balance it out, right? You have salt with your sugar. Balance it out, and then you have some water. I'm an all-time snacker. I can't help it. I've tried my best to kill it. Okay. I can't tell you my age. I will never tell. Um, I tried to kill the taste buds for sugary substances. I stopped eating ice cream. Yay. I stopped eating chocolate. But come on, man. Like, come on. I can't stop everything. Like, I can have a Twizzler here or there, some cookies here or there that aren't chocolate. Come on. A sister gotta get some sugar somewhere, right? So anyway, that was my exploits for the day. I am thankful. I had a peach, but the peach wasn't sweet. And let me tell you the reason why I ate the peach. Because I've been reading online. Sandra, if you ever heard of Dr. Sebi, you might want to look him up. He's on YouTube. You can find some stuff. But I was looking up, there were like, I think 7 different foods that are high in acid or that are high in alkaline, where it removes the mucus from your body. Now, when mucus builds up in our bodies, it ends up mutating into like colds. And then if we don't take care of it, okay, girl. If we don't take care of it, then it can turn into something else. So, um, peaches are very high, are very high in alkalinity, if you want to call it that way. Maybe I'm making the word up. But that was with that. So I said, ooh, outside of drinking lime in water, which is an alkaline thing, peaches are, and oregano. But when they said peaches, I was like, okay, I like peaches, but I'm not a good peach picker. So I can't really tell when a peach is good. I know usually with most fruits, if you smell it and you smell like the deliciousness of it, then you know it's prime and it's sweet and it's juicy. But with the peach, none of them really smelled like anything. It didn't have a smell, and they were hard, and then some parts of it was soft. Oregano, yeah, my coworker, I was at her house on this weekend. She was growing oregano. She cut a few pieces of oregano for me. So I'm gonna let it dry out and let it turn into herb, and then I'll let it like turn into like really dry, and then I'll use it. But oregano is very high in alkaline, getting the mucus out. So is watercress, I believe. Watercress is good too. So of all of them, peaches was the number one. Sour sap or sour sap is very high in alkaline to help remove mucus from your body as well. So these are just a few things that I'm learning along the way, just to help us keep our lives a little more balanced and less mucusy. And you can attribute mucus to why some of us have allergy issues. And I know when I have sinus problems and that pressure, it's because there's mucus just clogged up in there. So if I can remove the mucus as often as I can every day, then maybe I won't get too many sinus issues. No, it's not to say that it's gonna. Hey, Teague, I need to see your cabbage steak video. That's okay. Um, um, so I forget what I was saying. I don't know. But as far was I talking about alkaline food or whatever? I don't know. But as far as eating healthy, oh yes, mucus. As far as getting the mucus out, you can't get everything. But I think if we can limit things, then maybe I won't have such bad sinus issues as the weather changes. right? So if I can help that, then why not? I don't know. I think it's worth a try, right? Anything is worth a try if it's going to make our bodies better and if it can make our lives, be if it can make the quality of our lives better as we get older. Cuz I'm doing this so that when I get older, I will have less of a chance of relying on someone else. So let me tell you another story today. I went to Krispy Kreme. Okay. Sorry. But anyway, I was with my friend and we were restaurant jumping. And we only made it to two places, but whatever. Um, so we were at Krispy Kreme and I got the strawberry filled donut and I got the original because I've never tried the original before. And so I ate that. And as we were sitting there watching people outside, I noticed there was an older woman and she was there. And then when her daughter came to her, her daughter was showing her donuts that she could pick from. And as soon as the mother was trying to get the donut, she kind of swatted her hand away and then just put the donut for her. Then she like kind of was rough and like I understand she may have to care for her mother every day and it's different on a daily basis. But like when you're seeing it as an outsider, you're like, oh, you should be nicer. But like, okay, I understand like it's not easy. So I can understand why she may be a certain way. But here's what I got from it. So there were two children, probably between the ages of 5 and 7, a father, and then the father's friend. And then when the mother joined them, nobody was talking to her. Nobody. They all were talking amongst each other. The kids weren't even, running up on Nana, like pushing her around, like squeezing her cheeks, nothing. And there's two things that came to mind. It's like, okay, maybe she has Alzheimer's, maybe she has dementia. I don't know. But I feel like if we communicate more with those group of people, then maybe it'll take a little bit longer for them to like really lose all of those senses. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I can't prove anything. It's all just theory from my head, but just noticing that nobody was interacting with her. So she's eating her donut quietly, not speaking to anyone, drinking her juice, but like nobody was interacting with her and everybody was talking with them amongst themselves. And it just, I don't know. It just seemed like maybe her quality of life could get better if you gave her reasons to interact. Again, I'm not judging how the care was. I'm not judging that because I'm not in their home and I have no right to judge anyone. But just looking at it, maybe if they communicated more with her, it might slow the effects of whatever she has. But it broke my heart because I was just like, oh, it's so sad. Like, she was sitting there, but not really there. So, guys, that is why I want to, as long as possible, be able to function on my own because I never want to be someone's burden and I never want to um, feel like, because we don't know how that woman was feeling, right? No one can tell unless we talk to her, right? How she feels. But I personally know I don't want to have that feeling of just like, I'm just sitting here and no one's interacting with me, not even the little girls. Again, I only was observing for 20 minutes or so, but who knows when they're home if the kids drive her crazy or jump on her? You don't know that. So, just from my observation alone, one time, I cannot truly judge their situation. But just seeing it only made me feel like, man, I need to keep my health in check. And I'm not saying that this woman didn't keep her health in check either, but I'm just talking for myself. Um, I don't know. That's just my thinking. Again, it's just me, and we all have a right to our own opinion. Yeah, yeah, we have our right to our opinion, and you never know. Maybe the woman goes to a daycare. Maybe she has a daycare that she interacts with other older people. Maybe she does. I don't know. So we don't know. We only can go based off of what we currently saw at that time. But I don't want to have to. I want to die. If I'm blessed to live older, I would love to die just still being able to function on my own and just die because that's it. Maybe I won't be able to drive anymore. I don't know, but I still want to be able to say, like, I want to call the bus to pick me up. I still want to walk. I still want to exercise. And I still would like to shop on my own. I still would like to cook on my own. But remember, I'm not gonna be single by August. That's it. Because after today's thing, I will never clean up another throw up thing from myself again. So that's just me. I don't want to do it. It's disgusting. Maybe I can handle babies because that's different because, they can't fend for themselves, but that's not for me. I mean, I sat there in the sink like, Joy, why did you do this? And I was like, how am I going to clean this up? And like the drain was this wide. So yeah, I had to clean up my own mess. Disgusting. I don't recommend that ever again. Oh, that's so dope. That's really cool. So, like, you have a firsthand experience of what it's like to interact with someone that can't really help themselves. So, I think that's really dope. And I'm glad that you do that. I hope that you're not the only one that they interact with during the day. But the fact that you do what you do, whether you get paid or not, it doesn't matter because it's still in your heart to do. It takes a very special type of person to be able to to be able to work with people who can't really function 100% on their own. So I definitely commend you on that. And for all the other people out there who actually do that, I respect you guys, and I honor you guys because it's definitely probably not an easy job. Um, oh, oh, it's sad. Um, Yeah, it doesn't matter because, you know, even if you didn't get paid or if you did get paid, you still chose that profession. And it was something in you that just said, this is the people, the set of people that you wanted to work with. Doesn't matter. So I still commend you guys for even doing that because no grown adult may want another grown adult taking care of things that they can no longer take care of. And you know and it's even nicer when you have somebody who is there when you are dying, especially maybe if you're alone and there's no one there. But when people like yourself come in, that is amazing. So much respect to you. Yeah, 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 that's much respect to you on that level. Um and I think a lot more. Oh, and so when I was at the restaurant today, the bartender, I was at Ani Ramen in Jersey City. So the bartender, her name is Stephanie. She, I'm not like I'm my normal self when I'm there. So I was wondering why she was looking at me weird. But she ended up commenting and saying, it's just so unnatural to hear people say thank you and please and stuff. And she said most of the times they look at us like bartenders and servers as peasants, like go get my stuff. And I was like, what? I said, no, that's not cool. That's not right. I was like, I would never do that to anybody. And I feel like, just because someone is getting paid to do something, it doesn't hurt to show appreciation or just to be nice. One, because once they go in that kitchen, your food is at their hands. Two, it's just something that we should do. She was like, that's an art that I wish never went away. She was like, so many people don't have common courtesies anymore. I was like, really? Yeah, manners are free too, yes, but a lot of people don't have it. And so I kind of tried to encourage her and say, well, it's gonna be better after today. It's gonna get better. Like more people will start showing gratitude. And I said, sometimes when you call people out, because honestly, there are some people who are truly unaware that they're rude. They really are. It's It's amazing that adults don't know how to say thank you and please, but a lot of them, the art is gone. hmm And so when you experience someone being rude, I was like, maybe you should just call them out on it. Like, oh, you're welcome. And then most times people are like, oh, thank you. Because it's just like they're not thinking. And I believe a lot of people were taught to say please and thank you and may I, but like along the way, they just forgot those words. Even though that's something that should be embedded in your DNA, some people just don't have it. So I said, maybe you should just call them out, and then maybe that'll start the process of them learning how to say thank you and please and all the other good things, especially when they're in a restaurant setting. But yeah, I think that's very rude. And even at my job, someone was handing me a card, and she kind of just, kind of put it on the table and it kind of slid my way. I was like, oh, you didn't have to throw that at me. And she was like, I didn't throw it at you. I was like, well, yeah, it slid all the way across the table. And so she was like, oh, that was not my intention. I didn't mean to throw that. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, well, you could always give it to me in my hand. I was like, well, I'm glad we cleared that up because I really detest when people do these things. Throw things at me, put money on the table when I give you money in your hand, and, you know, just be nasty like that. Or like, throw a credit card at me. And so, like, one time I actually threw the credit card back at them, but it didn't do anything. They didn't flinch. It wasn't like a big deal to them. So I was like, dang, that didn't quench my my payback. So, you know, that didn't work. Next time, I'm just gonna say, oh, you didn't have to throw that at me. That is more effective. That's definitely more effective. And so she was kind of embarrassed at what she did. And so when I finished doing what I had to do with her card, I gave it to her in her hand. And she said, thank you. She's like, again, I wasn't throwing that at you. I was like, no problem. Just make sure we clear the air. But deep down inside, I was like, Heather, if you throw another card at me again, that's just me. But like, yeah, I think it's about us making each other aware of things because some people really are oblivious to good manners. They really are. And you have to train them and teach them how to be a decent human being again. Like, how does that stuff break down over time? I don't get it. I just don't get it. I can't imagine, um, giving someone something or them giving something back to me without saying thank you. Like, how do you just grab something and keep going without just closing the deal? Because I feel like that's closing the deal. Like, thank you, and then keep going. How do you just take something and keep going? That doesn't even feel right. Mm-hmm. Years of bad choices. That's true. But today, we're stopping that. Yes. That's what Hello World is all about. We are changing and reversing the curse. So, all of these things that people do that are not right, we don't have to get upset, even though our initial reaction might be to get upset. But we have to remember these people don't know any better. So we can just teach them by our actions and by just saying, hey, did you realize, you did X, Y, and Z? And hopefully they don't get upset and just say, bark back at you, but just realize that, man, I didn't do that. And that will change the course of their life to better. Yes. Yes, it is possible. Today has come. Yes. Being the difference is all that we have been doing and all that we will do. Yes. People will learn by our actions, right? To do better. The ball is in our court. We are in control, right? We're in control. So when we go back outside, we're just passing the torch onto other people so that they can get the control and understand behaviors that are acceptable and behaviors that are unacceptable. And even just to brush up on some things that, we may have kind of let go and get dusty. I'm sure I can learn a lot more too about manners. And I will be the first to say that I would rather learn than to let somebody feel like how that bartender obviously feels about customers. Imagine that. She's getting paid for people to pretty much treat her like trash. That's not very nice. That's not very good. It doesn't feel good. And it certainly doesn't make you look at others in a good light. So after today, hopefully she'll remember the interaction that we had. And every time someone who may have, or in the future may cause her like some type of grief or just be disrespectful, she'll remember, well, there was that one customer, and just keep hope alive, you know? But guys, you are beautiful. You are amazing. You are absolutely necessary. We don't do things on Hello World and we don't talk about things on Hello World just for fun. We may laugh, we may joke, we may talk about serious topics, light ear topics, but it doesn't matter. Underlining through most of our conversations, there's got to be something that we can take and bring out to others to make our world better. Our world is getting better every single day. I believe that. Yes, I do believe that. Because we're interacting more with them, because we're taking the tools that we're learning from each other and actually applying it to what we see. So, yes, guys, you are amazing. You are necessary. You are needed. You are an inspiration to not only me, but to everyone around you. Your light is bright and it shines. Even in the darkness, when we have our dark moments, your light is still shining. Never allow life to keep you down because you have way too much work to do. There are too many people who are waiting for you to help them be better because you already know how that is. So now they're just hungry for that betterness. Yes, I make up words too. If you ever want to check out any of the previous episodes or even the series that I have, it's called Our Lives Seen Through My Eyes. Please look in the description below. I also have a website if you ever want to check out and learn about me and about the company. Just go down into the description, hit the shop my merch, and you can just look at the site. And I also recommend that you tell everyone that you know about what we do here and share it because you never know who may need to hear something that we talk about or see something that we would chat about and might make the world of a difference for them. And to know that we are doing that for people is amazing. And that's all I have for tonight. So, Sandra, thank you so much for tuning in. Teague, thank you so much for tuning in. And anyone else who tunes in after, just make sure you continue to be the difference. I care about you guys. I love you guys. And I hope the rest of your evening is better than it started off. I hope that you encourage people beyond your control. And I hope that you get encouraged by things and other people as well. But more importantly, take your light and let it shine. Let people know that this world is better. It is better because we believe it. We actually believe it. And our actions prove that. So for every other day, even tomorrow, I will see you guys between 7 and 9. Thank you for my hugs. I'm so glad you're encouraged. So I will see you guys tomorrow between 7 and 9. I'm going to hit the gym like crazy. So I might, my hair, enjoy the length of it now because it's going to be shriveled up by then. And I'll see you then. So for another episode of Hello World, this is your girl Joy. We are almost to 100. Make sure you're subscribed because I will be doing a giveaway at the 100th episode. Thank you for your time and enjoy the rest of your evening. See you then.